You want to know something that seems like every single successful man has in common? They all went through that lonely chapter. This is the chapter where you're on your own. There's no one there to help you, protect you, provide for you. It's do or die. You're all on your own. You have to take care of everything. And I feel like, again, this is sort of a phase in every successful man's life. It's between the point of realization that no one is coming to save you. No one's going to do this for you, and then success. And there's that chapter in the middle that's just pure loneliness and darkness and risk and and a phase where you just don't know where you're going or where you're headed or what your life's going to look like. Like this is a scary time in your life, but it seems like every single successful person, and I'm talking real successful people, the people who stand out and do things differently, who live a life that most people will never even dream of living. They go through this lonely chapter. So I want to talk a little bit about like what this actually looks like. And I think it starts with just being alone and stepping out of your comfort zone. This this chapter is meant to help you progress to a level that you've never been at before, but it's only the first part, but it's a really important part because it's the transition from blaming others and thinking someone else is going to fix your problems and then becoming genuinely independent and successful. So you have to step out of your comfort zone in order to get into this period. You have to be willing to take risks and be alone and, quite frankly, have no friends and not be around your family. And you just have to be content with solitude. You have to be content with living a life that relies entirely on yourself. You don't rely on anyone else. No one is going to cook for you. No one's going to clean for you. No one's going to make money for you. No one's going to pay your bills. Everything is on you. All that weight is on your shoulders. And once you come to terms with that and you accept that, that's when the progress begins because you start to focus on the important things in life. You start to focus on, most importantly, your health, because without health you have nothing. If you die, none of this even matters anyway. So your health is number one, and that's why a lot of guys in this chapter start working out, getting healthier, eating healthier, going to the gym, taking care of themselves, because at the end of the day, health is wealth, and health is the most important thing you have, because without it you have nothing. So aside from your health, you begin to work on yourself. You begin to develop skills that you're going to take with you for the rest of your life, that are going to help you in relationships and business and everything else that you do. Um, so it's really a matter of developing skills that you need specifically for your situation. So if you're in sales, maybe you take some time to really develop your sales skills and just get out there 12 hours a day, just cold calling, making sales. Or maybe it's you going to school in order to become a doctor or a dentist or a lawyer or whatever it is you want to do in life. But this period needs to be a period of self-development and working on yourself. You need to come out of this chapter a better man than you were going into it. And you will, as long as you stick to it and you genuinely want to improve yourself. So again, this period is going to be about kind of breaking yourself down and rebuilding yourself and then coming out a new man. So you need to start hitting the gym. You need to work like you have nothing better to do. You need to be working 7 days a week, multiple jobs, developing side hustles, developing a business, developing multiple businesses, maybe failing at 10 different businesses, but finally succeeding at the 11th, taking risks that you otherwise wouldn't have taken. And you're doing all this in silence. You're not posting about it. You're not telling your friends about your dreams and your ambitions. Fuck that. You're just putting the work in. You're just doing it, and you don't need any sort of confirmation or gratification from anyone else. The work itself is what's keeping you motivated, because you know that after it's all said and done, you're going to come out a better man. If you work out every single day for a year, and you go out and make money every single day for a year, and you work on your skills every single day for a year, it's quite frankly impossible for you to be less of a man than you were going into it. How can you work 365 days on your health, your mentality, your finances, your skills? For 365 days, you're working on all those things. You're going to be better at all of them in a year. There's no doubt about it. It's impossible to come out less of a man than going into it if you work every day. This period is a time of self-improvement. There's going to be no socializing, there's no bullshit, there's no drama. You're going to be off social media, but it's a self-development phase that every single successful person goes through. It's like a realization that this is my life, and it's really short in the grand scheme of things. So it's now or never, man. You have to do this now, or you're never going to do it. Time is running out. I don't care how old you are. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, time is running out. You're not getting any younger. You're only getting older. So you just have to shut up and keep your mouth shut and go to work, man. You just got to go to work. You got to start doing the things that you've said you've wanted to do for months or even years. And you got to do it consistently. You got to do it when you don't want to do it. You got to do it every single day for years, probably. Honestly. Could be months or years, but you have to accept that, and you have to be comfortable with the fact that it could take that long. But you have to trust the process, and if you do, you're going to come out on the other end unrecognizable, both physically, mentally, financially, and you're going to have a different mindset that will allow you to take opportunities and build things and create relationships and make money and speak to women and do all these things that you've struggled with. You're going to be able to do it without even batting an eye, because you're just going to be confident. You're going to know how much work you've put in, and you're going to know the fact that no one could ever take that away from you. And as a result, your confidence, your aura, your mentality, your financial situation, everything will improve simply because you put the work in, because no one can take that from you. But you got to be willing to do it. You got to be comfortable with being alone, putting in work, staying off social media and the internet, avoiding toxic people or lazy people, not seeing your friends for a while, probably not seeing your family for a while, or at least as often as you're used to, and just put work in. That's it. And if you're willing to do that and you stick with it long enough, you will become successful. You will. And this is something, again, that almost all exceptional people, I'm talking about truly successful and exceptional people, they go through this phase and then they come out a better man. So the choice is up to you if you want to put the work in or not. If you want to be exceptional, this is what it takes. If you're okay with being average or even mediocre, then keep doing what you're doing. Keep the same habits and you're going to continue to get the same results. The choice is yours. That's all I got for you guys today. A little bit of a motivational one today. If anyone's new here, I post a lot of personal finance, motivational content, personal life experiences. I talk about credit cards, investing, just anything that really I think can help improve a man's life and that I think a man can relate to. I just like to talk about it on here. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate your support, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.